Hi, Sam here from Future Riders. Today I've got the newest bike in the Revvi range, the Revvi 24-inch. We're going to film a step-by-step guide on how to build it. It should only take you about 15 to 20 minutes to do so. First thing we're going to do, we're going to get the bike out the box and set the parts aside. Okay, so we've got the bike out the box, we've set all the parts aside. You should have one front wheel, obviously. Charger, you've got your owner's manual with the number board stickers. You've also got the number board with the number board attachment piece. You're gonna have a few tools, front mudguard, and then the kickstand. So what we'll do now, we'll move over to the bike and we'll start building it. So we've got the bike on the stand. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna put the handlebars on. So you're gonna grab 4mm Allen key. You're gonna remove the faceplate from the front. Okay, so once we've got the faceplate off, we're gonna untwist the handlebars, make sure they are the right way round. We're gonna mount that. Now, what you're also gonna need as well for this stage is you're gonna need the number board mounting plate. Now, I'll show you how to put that on, but first things first, we're gonna get the faceplate. We're gonna pop that on, and all we're gonna do to start with is we're just gonna put 2 bolts in the top. On the handlebars, what you'll see, if I just remove that faceplate one more time, Revvi have actually thought about this really, really well, and I like it because it means that your handlebars are gonna be in the right position right from the off. But you're just gonna line the lines up with the faceplate. I'm gonna put our 2 bolts in. I need the top 2 for now. I'm gonna grab our 4mm. I'm just gonna nip those up just so they catch. Okay. So now we're gonna grab our mounting plate for the front number board, and you're gonna slot that in. And then you're gonna grab the 2 lower bolts. And same again, nip 1. And then same for the 4th. So now we've got all 4 bolts in, they're all really loose. We're gonna line the handlebar up, make sure we're happy that it's sitting on the lines. Yeah. And then first thing we're gonna do the top ones up first. Sorry, the bottom ones up first. If you nip those up. So once they're nipped, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna tighten them. Before we do the top 2, just gonna tighten those up so that there's no movement in this. And then once we've done that, we can come to the top and tighten the top ones up. Okay, so the handlebars are on. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna fit the rear brake lever. So you're gonna grab your 4mm Allen key again. You're gonna find the bolt. You're just gonna undo that, remove the bolt. We're gonna come over to the brake lever. You can see the line. If you just line it up with that there, you're gonna get your 4mm bolt. There we go. And we're just gonna nip that up. You can adjust these later on. Once you've got your little one, you can sit them on the bike and you can adjust those brake levers for them. Next step now, we're gonna connect all the cables. So connecting the cables, now everything comes from opposite sides. So we look at everything on the left side of the bike, they're gonna connect to everything on the right side of the bike and vice versa. Now, it's important when connecting the cables that if you look, you'll see an arrow on one end. And then if you look at the other side, you'll also see an arrow on that end as well. Now, it's important that you line those up before you push. Perfect, so that's one done. Now we're gonna go brake sensor, we're gonna connect that one, same process again. We're gonna find the arrow, we're gonna line those up, and you'll hear them click into place. Okay, we'll do the next one. So this is another brake sensor for the front. Find the arrow, and we'll connect those up. And then there's the last one, the throttle. So we're gonna find the arrow, we're just gonna thread that through, find the arrow on this side as well. And we're just gonna connect that up. There we go. So brake levers, cables, everything's connected. We'll move over now to the front number board. In the box for the front number board, we should have had the sticker kit. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna we're gonna remove the backing. Now, patience is a virtue on this one. I've done it plenty of times before, so we're just gonna go in, roughly find the bottom. There we go. Now, obviously, what you will have as well is you'll have the front numbers. You can choose your numbers, and then you've also got names as well, so you can do the names. I'm just going to leave that for the purpose of this video. I'm just going to leave it like that for now. So what we'll do, we'll move over to the bike and I'll show you how to fit this. Okay, so to fit the number board, what we're going to do, we're just going to undo this bolt here. Now be careful the silver part doesn't fall out, because it most likely will do so. And then we're going to grab the number board. You'll see a little latch here and then a mounting point here. So we're going to go up, slot that into the bracket, and then we're going to push that through. You're going to grab your silver bolt. Bit fiddly this part, but it takes a second. And then you're just going to do that up. And there you go. That's your front number board fitted. Next step, we're going to flip the bike over and we're going to fit the front wheel. Okay, so we've got the bike upside down. We're going to put the front wheel on. There's a few things we've got to do before we can do that. First thing first, we're going to get the axle out. So you grab your 5mm Allen key. Just give that a turn. Keep going. That should then come out. He says, there we go, that's out. And then what we're going to do, we're going to grab a 4mm Allen key, and then we're going to put the front mudguard on. So putting the mudguard on, we're going to grab our 5mm Allen key, not 4mm, sorry. We're just going to undo this bolt. Now, we're going to slide that in there. So it's going to sit, this side is going to sit here. So we're going to go from there. We're going to put the bolt back in. So when you look at the caliper, you'll see a little plastic red spacer. We're just going to pull that out. Now, it's always a good idea to keep hold of that, because it does help if you ever come to servicing or you need to mess around with the brakes in any way. Now, what we can do, we can actually put the front wheel on. So before putting the wheel in, I'm just going to get the axle ready. Now, if you've got some grease, I mean, it's always good to do so. If you haven't, it's not the end of the world, but ideally, if you have, get some on. So I'm just going to lather that up. Then we're going to slot that inside the axle, just so it's ready that when we've got the wheel in place. So, right, next step, wheel. So now we can slot the wheel in. So what we're going to do, just drop it down, lining everything up. The disc is going to go between the pads. Just going to push down, make sure everything's lined up. Give me a second there. There we go. I'm going to push the axle through. There we go. And then we're going to grab our 6mm Allen key and tighten that up. Now, once it's tight, obviously you'll see on the side there, all the grease is now pushed out. So we'll just clean that up, get a rag, just make it a little bit neat and tidy. Next step, when the bike's upside down, we're going to put the stand on. So you're going to need your 8mm Allen key, and we're going to grab the stand, the bolt's already in it. We're just going to locate there. I'm just going to do it by hand a little bit. Grab your 8mm and just nip that up. Once that's nipped up, we can move over to the battery. I'll show you how to charge it, and I'll also show you how to remove the battery as well. To remove the battery, what we're going to do, we're going to undo these side bolts here. There's one on the left and one on the right. You just undo those. Remove the battery plate, which just slides up like that. You'll see the silver latch. You're just going to flick that up and give it a pull. Once the battery's out, you can actually, if you look at the opposite end of where you've just pulled it out from, you'll see the charging port there. So what we're going to do, we'll put the battery back in the bike. Once it's back in, you'll hear it clip. We're going to get our battery plate. We'll hook that back on. Now, you can also charge the bike with the battery in it as well. So further down the underside of the frame, you're going to see black little cap, and this is where you can charge the battery inside the frame. Okay, so that's pretty much the bike build complete now. Last thing for us to do is just check the battery, make sure the bike turns on, and check all the different modes. So on the top of the frame, you're going to find the power button. So you're going to hold that. The bike will turn on. At the top here, you can see the battery percentage. You're going to see how fast that you're going in miles per hour. You're going to have trip, ODO, and then your assist modes. So on the right side of the handlebar, you're going to find the mode options. So you're going to press up. It's going to give you mode 1, so the lowest speed setting. Mode 2, you're going to have the middle speed setting. Mode 3 is going to be your fastest speed setting. Press it up again, nothing happens. Press down, you're going to go mode 2, and then mode 1 and 0. Okay, so the bike build's complete now. We're ready to ride pretty much. Last thing to do now is just grab the rider, sit them on the bike, adjust the seat height so it's right for them. And then what we could also do as well, adjust the brake lever angle to make sure that they can reach it. Other than that, you're ready to go. If you've got any questions or you're unsure of anything, you're more than welcome to head over to our website and get in touch, or you can give us a call on our WhatsApp number. Cheers guys, and thanks for watching.